And welcome to the link. I almost said Link to the Past. I would do that too much. The Zelda 1 Pentaforce Tournament. I am Wolfling0370 joining you for this match between Cyberchild X and Dragondarch. And with me on CoCom is Aerodyne. How's it going?
Howdy there, Wolf, and hi, everyone. Hopefully we'll have a nice, clean seed and a lot of fun to watch.
So this is, of course, the Pentaforce Tournament, which means, well, obviously we only need 5 Triforce pieces to get to Ganon. But to make up for that, there are important items inside level 9 that we might need.
Such as raft, ladder, possibly even just a recorder.
Yes, of course, there's other changes here. We have plus or minus 2 HP on both the enemies and the bosses. We also have the book actually having some value because we can't understand the old men without it, which is very, very interesting as well. Speaking of the book, it's right there in the hash for our seed.
The book, yes, will be extremely useful for the runners for the hints, because otherwise they're probably just going to get a simple one line or a meme.
Yes, and the candle actually has a use as well. We're playing with first quest dungeons, which means there are dark rooms. And on top of that, we may not enter into the same usual entrance. We can be in any room to start with in the dungeon. Our start room is randomized.
Also, there's no free wooden sword as well.
Yes, of course. And all the caves are shuffled as well, so we have no idea where it is. For all we know, we could have silvers as our white sword item. The only item that is not changed as we get started here, and we're not in a really good spot. But yeah, the only item that is not changed is the magical sword. And wow!
That level 9 find right at the start.
Yeah, level 9 right next to the starting location. That is going to be very fun times to be had. That is just a save and quit or an up A away. And wow, Blue Knight is just in the forest just north. And it looks like Cyberchow is going to be going through northwest-southwest to get to the graveyard.
Looks like Dragondarch's heading for the coast at the moment, or slowly. Nope, he is headed for level, looks like 4?
This has been a level 3, and it looks like that is a potion shop today. Oh, no, it's money. And that's an okay medium secret. It's not the best. It's below average, but 28 rubies still a fair amount.
Looks like Cyberchow's going for the graveyard check.
And that, we don't know what that is. It could have been either payment for the door repair, as we just found one on Dragondarch. It looks like they take 17 rupees, so still getting a little bit of a profit, but not much.
So now we're just waiting to see what the big secret's going to pay out.
Ooh, it paid out big time. That's 128 rupees. Oh, and look at that! The bow is our Armos item.
Oh, wow. So that means ladder will be required.
I would hope not, but that bow is useless to them at this point because they need to buy arrows.
Both seem to be searching for anything they can find to fight with bombs, swords,
and
anything.
We did find a casino on Dragondarch's end and doing some nice screen wraps. It is something you would learn running this game is how to skip that. And there's a blue ring sighting at a vanilla price of 250 rupees.
So far,
I just know where those are.
So far the tournament, I've not seen the blue ring really fluctuate too much. So I was running around 250, 252.
Yeah, it's up there, but at the same time, knowing that where a shop is and it's relatively close to your starting point could be helpful. And given how very lucrative the big secrets are, you can just use 2 of them and buy...
Wow, there's the bow.
Yes, there is the bow for Cyberchow. Unfortunately, Cyberchow takes a death and does not pick it up back to the starting location. And here we have a hint shop, but those hints are not worth purchasing, even if we had the money. We need that book. And Cyberchow OX is he going back for the bow? Yes, looks like he is.
Yeah, it looks like I would definitely go back for that bow if you know exactly where it is at this point.
I mean, this could just be me being a scrub. That might be but that's the post shop right there. But given that we know that there's no ammunition for that bow currently available, and we don't necessarily know where an arrow shop is, I personally would have just held off just a little bit, kept that in the back of my mind.
Looks like Dragon's checking the other staff at this point.
Yeah, looking for caves to try to find the wooden sword, or just wow. Okay, we have got very, very profitable small secrets too. Those are only normally 10.
Yeah, those are nice.
Today those are a very high roll, 17 per. So yeah, very, very good odds that you can just buy the blue ring with all the secret money.
Nobody having any luck finding that wooden sword yet, or even bombs or anything to fight back with yet.
Yeah, that's the main thing that is going to slow our runners down is, of course, finding the bottle or the items.
Another blue ring sighting.
Yeah, but this one, ironically, that one's vanilla, just second quest, I believe. But yeah, with we haven't even found a bomb shop yet, so you can't start checking the cave entrances either.
Oh, to answer the question in chat from Off, that is from Legacy of the Wizard. Yeah, Mina.
Yeah, custom strike packs are allowed. And, in case it wasn't obvious, Cyberchow is playing as a Stalfos. There's the White Sword Ram, and it is the book!
That is nice.
Well,
And
nice to
Dragon
know.
takes it.
Well, here's the thing. With the White Sword item, you need at least 4 hearts to pick it up. Maximum of 6. So, all that is right now is a nice knowledge. Nice to know. It's not nice to have. But yes, getting back to what I was saying here. Cyberchow playing as a Stalfos. So any Stalfos that he runs into will actually be Link sprites. And he will be... He's saving Ganon from Zelda at the end.
Quite an interesting twist to it.
Well, I mean, you're playing as an enemy. Oh, there we go. Wood sword found. It's at the coast. And our coast kind of...
Wow, the hello Aniki.
Wow. 2 really good convenience items, at least on these flags.
Very
now the
interesting.
question... So yeah, now it's the time to start looking around for dungeons, I'd feel, for Dragondarch. Or at least some, yeah, blue Octoroks. Ooh, but those red ones have rolled high on their HP. Although maybe just the fast ones that have extra HP.
Dragondarch's just sitting there building his counter at this point.
And there is just a shop here that's really not worth buying. We know where there's a cheaper bait, we know where the Any key is, and we don't really care about the magical shield.
And no bomb shops yet, not a single one.
No, but with the sword, we can grind these blue enemies to get an item. And there we go. There are some bombs. If it was normally a dungeon enemy, it would be the orange ones. It's weird like that.
Ouch!
Oh, and sniped.
Lots of blue ring action between those two shops.
And wow, level 3 is right at the entrance to the starting location. Ooh, and that is a painful thing to see.
Not the nicest enemies you could have found.
Well, these enemies are fine. It's just the fact that this dark room makes it really hard to see where you are. But those enemies are pretty tame. Those were the equivalent of Gariahs and oh shoot, and ropes.
Cyber's still searching for that wooden sword or anything to fight with at this point. Has plenty of money, however.
Oh no!
That was a nice up A there.
Actually, tricked the game, I think. Yes, he did.
Actually, from what I was hearing before, so if they have that minus heart or minus key choice and only at 3 hearts, if they take the minus heart, it won't take their heart away, but it will leave them with pretty much on a 1-hit KO status.
That is correct, and Dragondarch paid the toll and then up-aid. So he got all his health back. So he essentially got through that toll for free. That was very smart from him. And we have Troll Dongos!
I love that sprite. That is amazing.
And this looks like to be the item inventory. There are no transport staircases, so...
And what an item to find.
It's the Ghost Heart. So you had to pay a heart container to get in, and then you got a heart container to get your dungeon item.
Well, appropriate for the Troll Dongo dungeon, right?
Oh, and then the shoot room has the Triforce.
Level 3 is not the level to be in right now.
Well, it should be easy enough to kill them, but without a ranged weapon, it's not going to be easy to kill all those Gariahs. Because look at this. It'll be hard to kill the 2 on the bottom, but maybe we can do some spawn tricks here and oh,
that was
very nice. That's actually brilliant. And there we go. And what Dragondarch did there, for those who don't know, doing a block clip. You usually see that to get past diamond staircases, but in this case, Dragondarch used it to clip himself downward a bit so that he could be in range to hit those lower Gariahs with his sword. Very impressive.
And he made that look easy, like it was just a part of the game.
Yeah, I know it's way too early to say this, but I think Dragondarch's going to be one to watch going forward. And there's another screen scroll, this time skipping the forest puzzle.
Cyber's still looking for something to fight with. He's got all the money in the world, but nothing to buy.
Needs to go to the coast shop that has the sword that we know of.
Looks like he might be heading that direction now.
And yeah, with no early bomb shop sightings, you want to go so far as to say our bomb shop might be all the way up in Death Mountain? Or at least the one that we can easily access.
The way the seed's been going, it would not surprise me.
Yeah, you're better off just getting the sword and grinding off the enemies. So with that extra heart container, Dragondarch could opt to go get the book now. And while the book doesn't do much, it will let Dragondarch read hints, which can be fruitful and helpful. And here we go. Here are the any roads. Candle Alley, as we know it. Well, that's that one that's actually good. That one's near the lake, over by Vanilla 8 in First Quest, and as a result, that's also near the book. And we have one. It's Monocle Rock. So, pretty okay warps actually.
I'm actually curious where that last warp's going to go at this point.
Oh, we're on the last warp. One of them was at Candle Alley, the very bottom.
Zyber just staring at that book.
And
looks like
nice.
Ball drop.
Yeah, forced the ball drop, kept count. Very nicely done. And Eclipse has skipped the up the mountain puzzle, heading into Vanilla 5 to find that looks to be a potion shop. Which is, of course, useless to us without the letter. And getting another bomb spawn.
Yeah, Dragon's just farming those bombs like they're nothing to him.
Yep, and now here we go. This is one of the hint shops there's normally, and today it's a small secret, but Dragondarch now knows that the small secrets are worth picking up.
Finds out the large secret at this point, he could dang near pick up the blue ring right off the bat if he wanted it.
And there's level 5, just one tile to the left of Vanilla. This game sometimes.
Well, I mean, look at the level 9 at the start.
Oh, we have a Patras sighting. That means, I believe Patras will be the only boss in level 5. And it looks like the only way you can go is through that Patra. I think that was a shoot room in the dark.
That's what it looked like. Also, that compass in there is kind of a nice thing if you can get to it.
Those Patras do not mess around, taking 2 whole hearts off. And we are ladder blocked unless there is a bombable wall here in 5. And there is.
Wow, second Patra.
And we have some Dark Nuts. Ooh.
Not the nicest enemy set.
Now, this could be the item or this could be a transport. Today, it's our transport, so let's hope it doesn't go back to that Patra. And the bats rolled high on their HP, and it did go back to the Patra! I was joking, game!
Well, at least now he has the knowledge that that Patra's not going to be holding anything for him.
I suppose there is that, yeah. Oh, jeez, that's a lot of Dark Nuts. There's the item. And it's guarded by those bats. We're going to see a clip. And we find... it's the metal... It's a scrap metal, I believe. The magic boomerang. But that's still fine because that's a stun.
Well, considering no wand yet or arrows, I mean, it's just nice to have at this point.
So now the question is, where is the Triforce here in 5? It might be It might be ladder block for all we know.
Now it's for
there is only one.
Cyber.
But here's the thing: there is only one transfer staircase that we know of, so that means it's either a bomb block or a ladder block.
Well, ladder would be nice anyhow if they decided they wanted to pick up that any key for 9.
I would just pick up the Any. I would get the ladder for the Any key and any day. Don't have any key troubles. Unfortunately, in this case, we know that the muggers want rupees instead of keys. But if that were the case, that would have been helpful for that as well, because, well, X keys minus infinity is still infinity.
Dragondarch just laying out those screen wraps.
Yeah, gotta feel for poor Cyber here. He's not found that sword yet. Still
No.
struggling. There is a candle sighting, though, for Dragondarch. 52 rupees, so it's cheaper than vanilla. And unfortunately, that was all the way up on Death Mountain. What's here at the, Oh, and then yet another blue ring shop. And picking up some bait. Interesting decision there.
Well, considering that he's actually got pretty good combat options at this point, I don't see why not, just in case he gets blocked.
Yes, I want to say in First Quest Dungeons, we only have one bait block available to us. And wow, there was a candle shop candle locked.
Oh, looks like Cyber found 5.
Cyber did indeed find 5, but nothing there for him.
Dragondarch screen wraps are just absolutely beautiful to watch today.
There's Mags! Mags, of course, requiring either 10 to 14 hearts. Plus or minus 2 from vanilla.
Cyber's just having to run from just about everything here in 5.
And there's another candle shop that's bomb locked. That can't feel good. Cyber did manage to get that key. Oh my goodness, what? What are we doing? We are playing the Zelda and Randomizer Penivore Sermon. How's it going, Prosentia, and your rating party of 107?
Another blue candle sighting that was blocked by candle.
Yeah, so not to take any hit. That's more important than that.
Now he should be able to get the book, unless it rolled for 6.
Yes. The odds are really good that he can get this book. Oh. Or this book, rather. So, for those of you just tuning into the raid, let me give you just a quick, brief recap here as to where our wood sword is at the very least. We don't know much about the seed. We knew that 3 had the heart container. We don't have the item in 5 yet? No. 9 is actually right next to our starting location, where 3 is. And the wood sword's over at the coast, just south of where the Any key is. Any key being our coast item. Ah, yes, thanks for reminding me. 5 was the magical boomerang.
And 3 was a heart container.
Yes. Thank you, Sharky, who is our tracker, by the way, I should mention. And OPT Lawyer there is our restreamer. And we have found level 1. This is going to be very, very lucrative for your Dragondarch. Easy dungeon layout to remember. And more importantly, 2 items. And here's the first one. It's the recorder!
That is a great find right now.
Especially with our 3 location. That's no longer an up A option. Up A is no longer the right play in order to get the 9 now. It's just a flute to 3.
Poor Cyber's still struggling trying to find that sword.
Yeah, that is unfortunate for him. And yes, we also know where the book is, folks. That is our white sword item. And we did have a mag sighting, as you can see there on the map. Not a nice level 1 enemy-wise. We have Darknuts in here.
I can see Dragon getting through this pretty well, though. He's fighting very technical.
Oh yeah, take advantage of the terrain when you can, but has to be careful on a half heart. One bad turn from the Darknuts and that could spell his end. Like that.
Ouch.
Back to start he goes. For those who like that joke, yeah, I would call that a commentator's curse myself. The timing on that, the timing was just too perfect on it.
Hey, we haven't cursed him not to find the ladder or the silver arrows yet, you know?
I don't know where those are, let's be real. Sire Chow, meanwhile, has found the any roads. Will that lead him towards or away from the white sword? Actually, it'll put him nearby, but I'm going to check them all first.
I'm actually very curious what this next item is going to be in level 1.
What are the settings? Well, first and foremost, this is the Pentaforce tournament. You only need 5 Triforces. We can have important items in 9 to make up for that. Usual randomizer settings that we have for these tournaments are in play. A shuffled cave, shuffled white sword, etc., etc. And the book actually has a use. We can use it to determine the hints from the old men. We cannot understand them without the book. And of course, bosses and enemy HP can be above or below 2 of their normal value. So we could have beefier manhandlers. We can have very weak enemies that can die to that boomerang.
He's getting a lot of good use of that boomerang now, too.
Sire Chow has finally found his wood sword and now needs to start making progress.
If memory serves, Cyber only really knows, if I remember correctly, where Dungeon 5 and 9 are right now, correct?
Yes, and that's because the rest of the dungeons that we found thus far, as Cyber Chow takes a death, the rest of the dungeons are bomb or behind bomb walls, yeah. I think level 1 was actually behind a bush. Yeah, it's actually right there. It's not far from start, from its original location.
And Dragon choosing to redive.
Yes. And something else we probably should mention. You'll notice that the entrance to level 1 is on the left side. That is something else we changed here. It is First Quest dungeon map layouts, as well as First Quest overworld.
As we were talking about the book earlier, as you can see, the old man's just saying, "My lips are sealed. Until the book is found, they won't say anything helpful at all."
And we do know where the book is. Dragondarch knows it's in the forest. It's at the Armos in the forest. But it's chosen not to pick it up just yet. We don't even know if it's 4 or 5. And with that heart container, guaranteed book for Dragondarch can start reading hints. And there's our item guarded by Aqua Vengeance. It's the Power Bracelet, another great item to have. Level 1 was loaded.
Oh, looks like Chow is now diving into 4.
4 is new. We don't know where that was. It had to be someplace he could get to without bombs. So where would that? I'll need to look where.
Yet another blue ring shop.
That's our 4th one. I think that we're out.
Oh, Dragon just went to 4.
Alright, so that's where 4 was. So whoever runs down the same dungeon. And hey, a roofie room.
And a key. Dragon's actually sitting very nice with the key count at this point.
Yeah, might not even need that any key, which again is our coast item. But wouldn't it be a kick, Arrow, if we had to get all those keys just so we can get all the way to a level 9 ladder just for the any key?
Hey, I can see it happening, and also seeing Zelda being ladder locked.
It's always... Last enemy always drops that clock. Looks like a ring, but it's a clock. Oh, level 4 is ladder locked.
Cyber got a nice heart pickup, though, here in 4, so it looks like if Dragon chooses to keep exploring, he might pick up another heart.
And there's some bombs. Right there, guarded by Aquamentus. And there's that heart, so... One step closer to that mags that only Dragon knows. Cyber will not get that information until he at least finds a lamp or a candle. I do like how these gels appear in the dark rooms for Dragondarch. They look like they're just evil eyes glaring at you in the darkness.
I will agree with that. These as well, they're just amazing sprites all around. They're entertaining. Oh, and there's the compass.
All the way at the southern end of the dungeon. Well, we don't have the other item yet, so still gotta look around.
Ooh, and Cyber dying again on the overworld, but at least now he's got a sword, he's got a bomb, so now he's got options to start exploring and collecting gear.
That is correct. And level 4 is the last of the early dungeons, so there will not be an extra staircase. When we find that when we find that staircase leading to the item, we'll know.
And Cyber's found level 3.
Gonna run into that. Oh, that's gonna be sad for Cyber Chow here in just a little bit. Although it does have plenty of money, so it doesn't really matter.
Yeah, this dungeon is a little unique.
Yep, because for those who missed it, Mugger right out the bat.
Yeah, he made the choice I thought he was going to make of just pay the money.
Yeah, this is a very rich seed. 128 for our large, 17 for our small, and a measly 28 for our medium. But that's still pretty good considering we have a weak below average medium.
Dragondarch with those side steps on those keys.
Yeah, and they rolled high. They rolled to have they rolled +2 on their HP, so not even the boomerang can kill them. To answer that question there in chat, Dragondarch simply just found the wooden sword a lot faster than Cyberchow X did.
But at this point, I mean, you can pretty much say that even it looks like Dragon's ahead, it still could be anybody's game at this point.
That's right. We don't know where the silvers are, and neither do we know where the ladder is. And we know the Triforce here in 4 is ladder blocked. But here's our item. It's the other boomerang.
Wow, that just has to feel so bad at this point.
No big out of 4. I do not blame Dragondarch. But does know that if necessary, can start paying for those hints, and one of them is Power Bracelet locked. That could be information Cyberchow will never find.
At this point, I'm actually waiting for level 7 to hold one of the key items we're looking for at this point.
Yeah, I don't know if Dragondarch was gonna bother with the book, knowing where it is. But at this stage, I would look for rupees and I would buy hints.
Well, at this point, I mean, if you know where it's at this point, and he knows where all the hint rooms are. So as long as he has money, I don't see any reason not to. It's just going to lead him directly where he needs to go.
And I believe Cybertrow has found. No, he's only found 4 dungeons, I believe. He found 3, 5, 1, and now 4. Yeah, we're missing a dungeon. Other than 9, I should say. Before we have all the Triforces we're missing. Or all the Triforces we need to get minimally.
Dragon just racking up that money.
I mean, no reason not to. With 128 large secret, pretty much afford anything we want. Even our blue ring, which is vanilla price.
There's a large secret.
That's the last one, I believe. There's only 3 in the pool of memory search, yes?
As far as I recall.
It was either 3 or 4. Yes, tracker's confirming 3 large.
Oh, and 4 on the small, okay.
I'll admit, it's been a while since I played the Zelda 1 Randomizer. So that information was a little rusty in my head.
Well, those Octoroks were after Dragondarch.
Yeah. Oh, take any cave. Very nice. Gotta get another heart container there. Now up to a full row. Yes, a full row. The other one, they only go up to 8.
Hey, just 2 more, and then he's got a chance for the magical sword. Not very large, but a chance.
And I would go for it, considering we have not had a wand or a white sword sighting.
I'm actually very curious on where Cyber's now trying to go at this point, if he's just searching for dungeons still, or...
I don't know where Cyberchow X with that Stealth Sprite is going.
I have no idea why he did that.
I think he thought he could read it without the book. But nope, you need the book to understand the old man. I think Dragondarch got tripped up by the new flag.
I actually wonder if he's aware about the book at this point.
I want to say everyone was made aware of that change. And yeah, going for the book right now.
There we go.
Because I want to believe there was a daily part of our Zelda 1 weeklies once in which we just showcased the flags semi-blind to the runners.
Oh, I bet that was fun. Looks like Cyber's going for the book and takes a death.
So yeah, that's a guaranteed book. So we don't know if it's 4, 5, or 6. But here we go. Let's start seeing some hints. Okay, white sword is locked by power bracelet, and we know the power bracelet is now required. And level 6 has our wand. And Digger gets the magic boomerang, we already knew that. Now here's the ironic thing. In order to get that hint about the power of the feat of strength leading to the white sword, you needed a feat of strength. So it's essentially saying, hey, you can get the white sword now. Good luck finding it.
Yes, gravestone was checked.
Seven, 8. Yeah, 7 or 8 is power bracelet lock, so starting to start checking those gravestones, I think.
Cyber electing to pick up that blue candle instead of the heart.
Has not seen it yet, so here we go with more hints. Did Dongo do 2 has our silvers?
And 2 is ladder locked, right?
I don't think we found 2. 4 has the raft. That we definitely didn't find. Glearak returns with the red ring.
Dragon has so much more information at this point.
No, wait, we found the item in 4, so we know where both items in 8 are. I'm mistaken. Which means by process of elimination, 7 has the white sword. It has to.
Which would be a very welcome pickup at this point.
And we know silver's in level 9, so that puts... I think we know where all the items are.
Well, considering now that we know where the silvers are, they already have the bow, so now they just have to get the pieces and get into 9.
Yeah, I think 9 has our wand. And 9 has the ladder.
Oh, man.
Because if my memory serves me, and I forgot that I have a cheat sheet for this. 1, we have found the power bracelet and the recorder. 2, we know it's the silver arrows. 3 is a heart container. 4 was Lord Banana, the regular boomerang. 5. What was it? 5. I forget what was at 5. 5 was magic boomerang, right?
Yes.
Alright, 6 we now know is the white sword. 7... No, 6... Trying to keep all these facts in my head straight. We know 7 and 8 have the raft of the red ring. 6 has the white sword. No, 7 has the white sword because it does that. 6 has...
6 might have been the magical boomerang. Oh, there's the magical sword again.
No. We got a hint for 6's item. Goma Creeps with the white sword, yeah. No. It was Goma Creeps... There's level 8. It was Goma...
There we go.
Goma Creeps with the wand, so yeah. It's... Yeah, 6 is wand, 7 is white sword, 8 is red ring and raft. That means 9 has... the raft. Or the...
We'll have the ladder.
Yeah, 9 has the ladder. And the other item that's in 9... Oh. I usually have it just written down. I forgot. Hang on, let me get my facts straight here.
Not exactly a bad enemy set level 8 so far for Dragon either. Cyber still seems to be looking for dungeons and anything he can get a hold of at this point. Ooh, and Dragon picks up the compass. Cyber just missing the burnable bush with his strike there. Well, considering now that we have... So we now know the ladder's a 9. Now the question is it going to be deep with keys required, bombs, etc.? As somebody else was predicting in chat, looks like GVU here, or GVSU was predicting, I believe.
All right. I've pieced together our item rundown here, so I can give it a full one here now. Proper.
Go for it.
Level 1 had the power bracelet and the recorder. Level 2, we now know has our silver arrows. Level 3, the heart container. Level 4, regular boomerang. Level 5, the magical boomerang. Level 6, the wand. Level 7, the white sword. Level 8 had the red ring and the raft. The white sword item is the book. The armorous item is the bow, and the coast item is the any key. Which means, by process of elimination, our level 9 has the red candle and the ladder.
And that's going to be rough if that ladder is hidden behind a lot of key doors or bombs.
And I want to remind you that that is correct, because we can have important items in 9. That is a flag that is set for the seed.
Hey, Gary brought up a great point. Level 2 could be hidden behind the raft.
That is true. We don't have any hints for level 2. And we have checked vanilla level 2, so it can't be there.
That would make this a very tough seed if that's the case. That looks like we'll get to see what our item is in level 8 here, hopefully.
Well, we know it's the ladder, or the raft or the red ring, so which one is this? It's neither, it's the transport.
Transport piece. Hello, Dig Dogger. And Cyber's found the level 1 Triforce piece.
Wow, we know where all the items are 45 minutes in. It took me a while to figure it out.
And if Dragon has all this information, now he has his routing. There's the raft.
Yeah, so Dragondarch combined all the information that he knows. He can process elimination and knows exactly where the items in level 9 are.
Considering he's checked a lot of the overworld spots, it doesn't really surprise me that he elected to go get that raft.
Yeah, he knows the Vita Strength will lead to the white sword. He knows the items, both the items here in 8. He knows what level 6 is, so he knows that level 7, and he's been in the first 5 levels and got all the items out of there. So he knows level 7 has the white sword. Because level 9 does not require a feat of strength. So I think he's pieced together, like we have, that level 9 has to have the ladder. And we are ladder blocked here in 8.
Ouch, Cyber just takes a death.
And there's no way for him to get out of here. So, yeah, it looks like Dragondarch is going to nope out. So this seed is fairly interesting in terms of its items.
Lots of redives required, it seems.
Indeed. Now, here is the question I want to ask you, Arrow.
Go for it.
You've been in 4 dungeons now that potentially have had hitmen. Do you go back to see if maybe you can get a hint for 2 and 1?
I would say possibly after clearing level 8 here, as you see Dragondarch trying to do, if he see if he can get the piece. Just because, hey, the hints might potentially lead to the location level 2, which we have no idea where it is.
Yes, and that is exactly what I'm thinking as well. definitely try to go back to the other dungeons, if only for the hints. And at the very least, with the dungeons that he's completed, you can go back to with that flute.
Also considering too, if I remember correctly, the hint rooms weren't even that deep in either dungeon either.
Oh, this is a dig that are locked. Red ring, there we go.
That was a very nice clip.
Yep, and that's everything that Dragondarch really cares about in here, except for the Triforce. Has enough hearts to try to pull mags.
And Cyber picks up that Triforce in level 1.
And then, Clip, I should mention, is out of logic, so... That was a recorder locked red ring.
Sharky brought up a good point too. The hint for 2 can actually be inside of 2.
Oh, that'd be evil.
And there's the Triforce piece.
Yep, there we go.
So that brings Dragondarch to 3. Now he just has to find 2 more and he can dive into 9.
5 hearts, at least for the book. And level 8 was Power Bracelet locked, so there's at least 2 dungeons required for the Power Bracelet.
And Cyber electing not to try for the book. I'm actually kind of surprised at this point.
Cyber did get the book.
Oh, he did. Good. Oh, and look, he's got some arrows. Very nice.
Yep. Finally found an arrow shot. Where was that? Actually, it wasn't too far away from vanilla level 2. Of course, I don't believe Dragondarch will be buying silver arrows anytime soon. Or wooden arrows anytime soon.
Well, considering he knows exactly what the silver arrows are at this point, yeah, I don't see him buying them unless he gets Gomalon.
And there's the ladder. The letter. Letter's at vanilla level 8. Interesting.
Definitely a different location I've seen recently.
It's not that far from the wooden sword now that we think about it.
Oh, and another death for Cyber, unfortunately.
And there's the letter now for Dragondarch, but does not need it.
He just forsakes it, runs off, just like, nope, I don't need this.
And Dragondarch has now discovered arrows and some convenient bombs, which are actually a little bit cheaper than normal.
To answer your question, yes, that's exactly what Dragondarch's using. Wow.
And there's this large... Wait. Oh, I think that was a secret... Wait. Did we find that secret already? Doesn't matter. If there's level 7, then Dragondarch knows that the white sword's in here.
And he's not electing to go for it.
Not right now. Must be looking for more, dungeons. There's level 2!
Wow, level 2 right next door.
And because he knows that level 7 is right next door, and that's the last 2 Triforces that Dragondarch needs, by her oscillation, he can also know that 5 is, or the ladder's in 9. I would just say he's in go mode.
Yeah, at this point, he's definitely in go mode. I'm actually curious, though, if he will die for 7 to see if he can get that easy white sword or not.
I mean, you're in the area, you might as well, unless they just hand you the Triforce. You can then opt to try for mags.
These Dark Nuts are definitely being very punishing this run, too.
Oh yeah, being very, very erratic with their movements, but what Dark Nuts aren't?
Dragon just getting very nice hits in there.
There's the Triforce, so gonna be a fast Triforce here, but knows that he has to stay around for the potential of the wood or the silver arrows. Wow, she's just cleaning house.
Cyber's still diving around in Dungeon 3. I believe he should be able to get the Triforce piece here. Oh, and he finds our container.
Yeah, that's a much needed heart container too. About to die.
Oh, keys trolled. Ouch.
Ouch. Indeed. And yeah, Dragondarch going back into 2, looking now for those silvers. They will be a floor drop if we find them.
That keys death like that would have just, yeah, that definitely would have got me a little shook up.
And finding the wood sword is actually wooden. Regardless, things are not looking good for Cyber Chow.
This seed has been extremely rough, though. Dark Dragon is just pretty much him grabbing that book, in my opinion, is what's made this seed for him so far.
Yes. That and knowing the location of 1. I don't even think Cyber Chow has been in 1 yet.
I have not seen him dive into 1 yet either. Wow, look at this dark nuts, just wow.
I think these are actually just Stalfos.
Oh, you're right.
No, they're Gyptos. They're Gyptos.
Gyptos, you're right. But yeah, this has been a very combat heavy too. Oh, and the Triforce pickup by Cyber in 3.
Yeah, and he apparently also has been to 1.
Unfortunately, Cyber doesn't have the money really to start buying hints in order to get moving.
There's a compass in 2, but we do not need it. Already have there, and hey, it's Moldorm! I got the name right this time. Kind of desynced there for a second. That was interesting. And a beefy Moldorm too, not taking that much damage from the sword, and we may be ladder blocked here if we cannot bomb up or just go from this room.
Nope, looks like he'll be alright, but wow, not exactly the enemy I'd want to fight in this room.
Actually, this room's fairly tame. Even though there's not really any spaces you can hide from the Dark Nuts, you can snipe them from across the room safely without them accidentally turning into you. It makes them a little bit more predictable, actually, I feel.
That hint for Cyber, I'm sorry, that has to be disheartening, telling him where the book location is.
But, oh, he found the white sword item. The hint. Yeah, so we know where 3 is. Thank you, game.
Well, that would have been nice a little bit a while ago.
Found the silvers in go mode.
Now I'm curious now if he's going to go for that white sword just to make 9 a little easier, or if he's just going to just say, screw it, I'm going.
Well, even if he doesn't go for 9, or the white sword here in 7, he does know where the mags is, and can make an attempt for it. But even then, with the amount of health that Dragondarch has, probably doesn't need it.
Yeah, I would agree. I also consider he has Red Ring as well.
Yeah, that's exactly why. Just fill up the heart containers and go to town.
Ooh, nice bomb upgrade.
Ooh, very nice bomb upgrade. That's +5. No, wait, I'm dumb. It's +3.
A little lower vanilla, but still not bad considering.
Yeah, not bad considering the price. You're getting what you paid for, essentially. Yeah, and I don't think, I don't think Dragondarch will be staying too long here, given how big 7 can potentially be.
I'd probably say he'd probably go in 10-15 rooms tops, and then he'll probably turn and run.
No, I'd say I'm thinking he's just gonna get the Triforce and go. And there's the spaz that his Lamole is.
Very quick.
I'm used to Moldorm and Link to the Past being the one but nope, it is Lamola's.
Very nice there. Bombs both walls, then picks the pickup.
Yeah, very textbook play there. More Lamolas, but this time you can see them on the ground. Nice berry drop too.
Ooh, nice.
And there's the Triforce. Knows where it is now. Question is, will Dragondarch stay around to get the White Sword, or will he go down to level 9? Yeah, the door's just wide open for him here. It's a tea room, but the Triforce is on the ground.
Oh, wow. That has to feel good. Now he knows where 9 is now. He could literally just up A if he wants. Yep, that's exactly what he likes to do, and here we go.
And not going to 9. I like this play.
Wow, I'm surprised.
Gonna go check the mags.
Yeah, it looks like he is going for the mag check. Let's see.
And even then, he can make a detour and go heal as well.
Oh, no.
It is not a 10 heart mags. Dream is dead. But...
And he's going for it.
Yep, it is time to check out level 9 and find Ganon. So, do you know what to expect here, Arrow, or shall I explain it?
Go for it. You can go ahead and explain.
So, here in level 9, we only need 5 Triforces to enter first and foremost. And we have now a goal in mind. We have to hunt for the pig himself. We have to hunt for Ganon. And to help us out, he roars pretty loudly. If we are adjacent, in a room adjacent from him, we will hear the roar, unless it is masked by a Patra. We are also going to be making note of any door that is not, any show door that does not open when we kill the enemies in the room. That is where Zelda is. And
that is a very good possibility.
Yes, and level 9 is a massive, massive dungeon. So to help you out, there are 3 hitmen here that can potentially tell you where Ganon is, where Zelda is, the room with the compass, and where the silver arrows are. We care about those first 2. Now, because of the flag sets, you need the book to hear those hints. And even then, they can be eaten up by a mugger. We've only seen 1 mugger though, so I don't think we can have another one.
Actually, I've seen up to 2.
Alright, so there can be at least 1 eaten by a mugger. We have also not seen our bait bug yet, and there's our red candle. We're still missing the ladder, which is here in 9.
Yeah, that would be a great find at this point, finding the ladder, because that's just assurance that you're going to be able to get to Zelda. Or Ganon. And
there's a hint. Kidnapped the place in southwest. That means Zelda's in the southwestern quadrant of the map. And while there is a possibility the ladder might be required, ladder is here in 9. And there is a bunch of transport staircases. I think there's a total of 6 or 8 pairs. It's really high up there.
6 pairs, and there should be 2 item rooms.
Yeah, so a lot of staircases to check.
Ouch, Cyber dying again, level 4. Level 4 has not been kind to him at all.
I hear the pig! Ganon is near!
And no option.
But we know that Ganon is near that room. So we can go north and west here and try to get Ganon.
And Dragon's sitting great on keys, so...
We do not hear the roar. Ganon is a room to the south or to the east of that room.
Fortunately, no bomb south.
No, but we can check that ladder. Maybe that staircase, maybe that'll be our solution. It's put us close.
Looks like you'll definitely be able to get there, hopefully, this time. Wow, another transfer case or an item.
I'm actually hoping it's them, because that way we'll be guaranteed.
Yeah, that would be very
move
nice
on.
to get that ladder.
Not checking it right away, though. Knows that Ganon is nearby. I don't blame him for this.
No, I don't either. And wow, nice
And
clock
a
drop.
very nice clock drop. Does not take advantage of killing all the enemies, though.
Now he likes to check. That's
Flips in.
transfer.
Yep, transport staircase.
This has been a very convoluted 9 so far.
And that puts him on the other side of the dungeon. Away from Ganon.
Might be the correct route, though, as the next transfer case might put him literally right on top of him.
Well, it can't do that, but it'll put him close, at least. Another transport staircase. Where will this take Dragondarch? One room away. Ouch.
Yeah, these transfer cases are not being kind at all.
But wait a minute. We have a shutter door. A single shutter door. Does it open? Yes, it does. Okay, that is not the way to Zelda.
Yeah, if the door would not have opened, we would have known that is Zelda's room at that point.
Yes. And should we have defeated the pig, if there are still, even if there's enemies around, the door will automatically open. And hello there, Patra. Showing up. Another staircase, and once again, more enemies. Door opens. That's not the way to Zelda. No sign of the ladder still here in 9.
Cyber finally leaving level 4.
Dragon is in this general vicinity of where Zelda is. Or Ganon. We know Zelda's somewhere in the southwest. Oh, we hear the pig. And we have a compass, so we know exactly where Zelda is.
Looks to be in the very southwest corner.
This was not the right room. Alright, so piecing it together, that means Ganon's to the left or to the right?
I was up to say
He's to the-
Dragondarch.
Big boy's to the left? Gotta be.
It's gotta be this way.
There's the door. Masked by Patra, but we already knew.
Here we go.
Hello there, Ganon.
This could be very bad,
Oh,
though.
but it's a water-filled room, but...
If he gets killed in the
That
wrong
means-
spot, he's gonna need the ladder.
Well, we know where the ladder is. It's in this dungeon. So it wouldn't be that much of a stretch.
Nice
It's almost
stun
like finding
lock.
the silvers.
He's got to get 15 hits.
Oh, I believe the boss HP does apply to Ganon, but it can only be lower. It can never be higher than 15. Unless that was changed recently. But there we go. Ganon's dead, and that was a good positioning for Dragondarch. Has Ganon's Triforce. And now it's time to make a rush to Zelda.
Patrick's just not letting him go.
Now we still could need the ladder. But at this point, we know the ladder is in 9. Dragondarch should know this information as well, based on the hints he's found. And wow, it's just through the Stectite room. Which is not ladder blocked, but is Zelda in a Chevy room. No, Zelda's in a normal room, and that's GG to Dragondarch, who has finished in first place with a time of 1 hour, 7 minutes, and 46 seconds. And immediately following that, CCX has forfeited from the race. GG's to them both. Let's see if we can pull them both in for an interview, shall we? Let me go ahead and ask them. Hey, at least one of them. How's it going?
Hello, hello.
And hello there, Dragondarch, and congratulations on your win. You absolutely destroyed this seed. Let's see if we can get your opponent's CCX in here as well.
It didn't feel like I was destroying it. Like, I kept feeling like I was just... like, it felt... Like, especially when I was digging the red ring out of 8, I'm like, this is costing me so much time. And then I didn't find 2 and 7 until late. I was ladder blocked out of 2 dungeons. I didn't, 50 plus minutes in, and I'm only at like 2 or 3 Triforces. I didn't feel like I was doing that well.
Well, the one thing you did do right was finding that wood sword as early as you did. CCX did not find it for at least 30 minutes.
Oh, wow.
So you at least had that going for you, and as a result, that momentum lets you pretty much have your run of the seed, really.
Like, I think the biggest bonehead move I pulled during that run was just I'm like, okay, I can go buy hints because I'd seen the book. It was in the white sword location. I just forgot to go pick it up, and I went and bought a hint without it. I'm like, wait a minute. I'm a moron. Go get the book.
Yeah, we were wondering if the new flag tripped you up there. Also, those hints you got were just amazing.
Oh, yeah. Those hints were great. Silver's in 2, red ring in 8. White sword was power bracelet blocked, so I was able to tell that was in 7. Wand was in 6. It's like, wow, these hints.
Yeah, and you already knew where the other 5 items were. And also, very smart of you to save and quit in level 3 with those 3 hearts, getting your health back, and then, ironically, getting a heart container in that dungeon to make up for the one you would have lost if you had more.
Yeah, really.
Okay.
And yes, CCX. GG's on your race, sir. This league was kind of brutal to you. I will admit that.
Yeah, I knew that I was in trouble as soon as I saw the start screen because I can't screen scroll, so like every death was going to be a major time loss, and then things just started snowballing. I mean, most of those dungeons that Dragondarch just mentioned, I haven't even found yet. I don't know where 2 is, don't know where 8 is, don't know where 6 is, don't know where 7 is.
Well, 7 and 8 were power bracelet blocked, and unfortunately for you, you left that behind in 1.
That was the other item in 1 that I ended up saying that I'd just like come back to later because I was just getting bodied by that level.
And as for 6, we never found that one. But we did get a hint that the wand wasn't 6, and a fetus ring required the white sword. So when we also got the hint that 8 was red ring and wrapped, we kind of pieced together that where everything was, and you were not going to find that ladder anytime soon.
Oh, where was the ladder?
9.
So 4 was not a Triforce that you could get for your entry into 9, because I found early on that 4's Triforce was ladder blocked.
Yeah, and we never figured out where that Triforce is either.
Which Triforce?
We never found where the ladder is.
You just know by process of elimination that it was in 9?
Yes. I actually have the item rundown here if you want to know what it was.
Yeah, sure.
So, once again, the bracelet and the recorder were in level 1. You at least know that. Level 2 was south of where the vanilla letter was. That was where the silvers were. Level 3, you knew was the heart container.
South of... that bomb spot up in the corner. Oh, yeah. That's still... I didn't get around to bombing that, because one of the other problems I had was that the one bomb shop was underneath a candle, and I couldn't find a single candle shop that wasn't underneath the candle either. I know there's got to be one, but it must have been in a bomb spot. Because I checked every open cave and couldn't find any bomb or candle shops. I didn't think that was possible, but I guess it's only that a candle shop has to be in either an open cave or a bomb spot.
Yeah, and it looks
And-
like I believe you found your candle up in the mountains, right? The candle shop there, Dragondarch.
Yeah, I eventually ended up just taking a candle from a take any, and
Yes.
it immediately rewarded me with another take any, so I was able to get the heart container that I was wanted, because I was just like, no, I need the candle. And when I finally found the bomb shop, I didn't even buy any bombs, because I was like, no, I have had this bow since like the very beginning of the game. I'm finally found the shop with wooden arrows in it. I'm buying these arrows.
Yeah, and actually, for just about a minute, you actually were the only one that had that information. But as far as
the information on where the wooden arrow / bomb shop was.
yes, but at that point, Dragonarch knew where the silvers were, because the hint shop that told him, the two hint shops we found told him as such.
Oh, where was the other hint shop? I found the one at Vanilla 1, although I hadn't gotten back to it. In fact, if I had thought about it, I probably would have gone there right before, or like
The other hint
right
shop
before
was at the Mountain Feet of Strength. You were not finding that one anytime soon.
another feat of strength one. Yeah, but yeah, I
yeah.
had gotten that book, but I hadn't gone back to the hint shop yet, and I knew that I was going to forfeit as soon as I saw the dot done, because I was like, this seed is going to be a very rough one on me. I haven't even found half the dungeons.
Yeah. So
Yeah,
the hints in that mountain shop were levels that Feet of Strength will lead to the White Sword, which was by proclamation at 7. The wand will be go increase of the wand, and a hint for one of the boomerangs. The other hint shop had Gleeok returns with the Wrath and the Red Ring, and I forget the other hint off the top of my head. Oh, silvers were in 2. That was the hint.
Yeah, I heard Dragondarch mention that as I was coming in.
Yeah, and of course, level 6 had the one, level 8 had the Red Ring Wrath. By Frost Elimination, 7 was the other dungeon that had the White Sword, which would, with the any key and the book and the bow where they were, your red candle and ladder are 9.
Okay, where was the any key?
Coast. Wasn't getting that
Coast.
with the ladder.
Right. That's right. I may have seen that, but I don't remember.
Well, yeah.
If that was in this seed or if that was in one of my practice seeds, because I think any key might have been out there in one of those also.
Yeah. The sad part is I believe you did notice it, because 1 square south, that was where the White Sword was, in that shop, in that open cave.
Hmm?
The white
the
wood sword.
wood sword. Yeah. Okay, so I must have seen that. Yeah, I did see that. I just it blocked that out. I didn't put that on my tracker. But yeah, that was just a. I mean, I knew tough combat seeds are usually like my weakness, and in this one, really the problem was that I just wasn't finding dungeons. And yeah, actually, yeah, you just said that the wood sword was all the way out on the east coast, and we started all the way in the southwest. And for me, that's pretty much an auto loss, being like the starting on one side of the map and having a lot of like the really important stuff, and be on the opposite side of the map. And I mean, the wood sword, the one bomb shop, that is the rare shop, right?
Actually, yes. We found like 4 red ring shops, but only like 1 bomb shop with the arrows in it as well.
Yeah, I mean, these shops were stupid. At one point, I actually ended up like marking off a certain shop as just like a dead cave because it was like the expensive key, the expensive magic shield, and the expensive meat were in the same shop. Or maybe it was the middle magic shield. I don't know. But it was like a useless shop because I'd already found every item in that shop for cheaper. And that seemed to be a fairly common shop.
Yeah, it was.
Yes, and Dragondarch, I want to mention something to you real quick. That play for the Triforce 3, that was brilliant. With this, how you handle that shoot room.
I'm forgetting what it was.
You reverse clipped on the blocks to kill the lower gorillas from the middle of that horizontal shoot room.
Oh, right. Yeah, those. That was just a last minute thought. Like, I need to kill these somehow. Can I do it like a half of a double clip? Oh, hey, it works. Well, let's do this.
Hey, you just made it look like it was a part of the game. It looked easy.
Indeed. And all those clips just really gave you the edge here. But yeah, this scene was all over the place. It was pretty hard to get through some of the dungeons with all the dark nuts and wizrobes as well.
Yeah.
But if there was any weaknesses you had, I failed to see them, honestly. You did an excellent job.
I still feel like I'm in like D-Rust mode.
Hey, I only seen you fail one screen wrap. That's it.
And you know what? If this is you still in D-Rust mode, I cannot wait to see what you are when you're at peak performance. You are going to be one to watch. I can just feel it.
Oh, thanks.
Oh, yeah. I mean, as soon as I saw who I was facing first round, I was like, well, I'm 0-1, because I know Dragondarch's one of the best, and just seeing that even the seed was like rough enough that even he didn't sub Hour, I'm like, yeah, okay, this was just a horrible seed. I was not going to be getting very far in it. I mean, even knowing what I know now, it probably would still take me close to another hour to finish this up. Good game, Dragondarch.
Thanks. Good game to you, man.
Yes, good. GG to you both for putting on an excellent race for us. Make sure to give both these races a follow, Cyber Chalice and Dragondarch here. And while you're at it, make sure to go ahead and give Randomizer here a follow. Oh, I believe we're hosting the tournament on this side, and sometimes also on Speed Gaming Network, so just stay tuned in general to see where we're going to put up next. Also, make sure to give my co-commentator Aerodyne a follow. Sharky 2107, hope I got that number right, our tracker, and of course our Restream OPG lawyer. And yeah, that's about does it for us here. So from all of us here at the Zelda 1 Randomizer Tournament, I have been Wolflink0370, and we shall see you all next time, and thank you for watching. Good night, everyone.
Good night.